When there is a reason, even if it's a silly reason, it helps us feel more motivated. So it was a very, very silly study that was done that looked at this, where they had people go up to a copy machine in a library and ask, can I make copies? Now, everyone who's in the line for the copy machine has to make copies. They found that people who went up to the line to cut the line and said, excuse me, can I make some copies? They got rejected. They were like, no, dude, get in the back of the line. We're all making copies. But if someone said, excuse me, can I make copies? I really have to copy this, like with a reason, people were more likely to let them cut, even though it was exactly the same thing as the first thing. The point of the study was to show that if you have a because, even if it's a silly because, people are more likely to do things for you. Now, I don't love this idea, but I think the important point for us is you want to know your why. That's why I said, tell people who you help. So if you're a CEO of a media company, who you help is your most interesting client. Or if you're a life coach, don't just say, I'm a life coach, or I'm a consultant. I'm a life coach. I help women who really want to get their nutrition under control. Then I know who you work for. That's your why, and that gives someone a reason. Or, I really love to work with you. I think that I could really, really change your nutritional outlook and put you in more control of your nutrition. That because, even though it's implied, even though I already heard it, it hooks someone in to go, if they have a why, I can buy into that why. And I don't think he did a very good job on that. However, he was very warm with her, even though he wasn't into it. I thought that was very respectful.
How are either of them supposed to know if the other person is attracted to them?
Exactly. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. The number one thing that is causing loneliness is we are withholding our liking, both with friends and in romance. With all of these daters, none of them, 0%, showed any kind of obvious liking. How are we gonna have babies? How are we gonna have marriages if we're withholding our liking? How are we gonna have friends if we don't know if someone likes us? I think we should be going around showing, amplifying our likes to the people that we're with.